Hi, I'm Rosalee, and this is the Baby Notebook. My parents were predators, and they documented my life obsessively. This notebook was written over 40 years ago. I've never read it until now. I recorded myself reading the Baby Notebook to catch my natural reactions, to see my face, to feel my energy, to be able to read myself. I teach this process of witnessing in the diner. I created everything that the Plumb Collective is to help myself. The practice, a course, and reading photos is for me. It's about me being me. I use the tools that I created to help myself, and I'm sharing it with you. Witness me witnessing myself. Read the words my parents wrote about me, to me, but they weren't for me. This is the Baby Notebook.
Today's entry of the Baby Notebook is from December 1st, 1983. Dear little one, Mama can't hardly believe that it's only 24 days till Christmas. We have a beautiful tree at home and at the shop. Okay, this is I'm like feeling feelings because I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but something occurred for my mother when I was a child because we were really into Christmas. We would go to her family for Christmas. We had Christmas decorations. It was really great. And then at some point when I was fairly small, at 5-ish, maybe I don't know, she got real pissy about Christmas and refused to participate in any decorating. So my dad and I did all of the Christmas stuff together, and she just literally arms crossed, Bucky attitude, just shitty scowl on her face. So I'm assuming something happened inside of her family unit. And after her father died when I was 9, we stopped going, and I was completely removed from that side of the family. So to hear her talk about Christmas in such a warm way is okay, so in 1983, she had warm feelings about it. And then by 1993, for sure, but before that probably, she was over it. She had no tolerance for Christmas, and she had Grinch major issues. I wish you could see the trees and enjoy the spirit, but we'll just enjoy that with you next year. Okay, honey? Mama just got a call tonight to meet with someone to buy the body shop. That's the shop that she owned. This guy and his father are planning on coming here on Sunday at 9 a.m. Wish us luck, baby. Daddy is sure we will sell it, and then Mama will be able to stay home and make a home for you and Daddy. Oh, today is the first time Mama entered you into a contest. Mama likes to enter contests for the fun of it. We'll write more, honey. Oh, another thing. It was yesterday or the day before I started to notice you were moving around. I woke up in the morning and you were way up high under my ribs, and I was so surprised. I was really happy though. It is just another great experience on the road to your birth. Love you so much. And she signed it Mama Rosie for some reason, but her name was Rose and my dad's name was Lee. That's how Rosalee. The other part of this that's interesting is the contest piece. She was extremely lucky. She would manifest the shit out of any contest she entered, and she had rituals for contests, and she just won the most pointless shit, but she would win. And she entered me into contests all of the time. So I was in the newspaper a lot for winning shit. That one of the most ridiculous things was when I was super little, I won an adult size mountain bike, and there's pictures of me in the newspaper with standing by this huge bike, and I'm this little itty bitty baby, and it's okay, by the time I was big enough to ride that bike, it had rusted out. So she cared about the winning, but she didn't care about maintaining anything or what the thing was. It was the being the winner, being the best, being recognized in some kind of way. And then after that, it was oh, who gives a shit? Ooh. We are on the parallel timeline for the Baby Notebook. So today is December 6th, 2023. And we are reading the entry for today. It is December 6th, 1983. And in 1983, it was a Tuesday. I don't know why all of a sudden, some of these are not dated at all. And now we're getting days of the week. So this notebook makes no sense. Okay. And this is written by my dad, which I've been talking about my mom publicly for the last couple of days in a way that I've never done before. And I haven't really said much about my dad. My dad is a much more complicated situation. My mom was very obviously awful. My dad was my buddy and my friend that I thought, because he was fun and funny and sweet to me sometimes. And then after he died, I really had to reckon with the fact that he didn't protect me from her, and he was also there and put me in some situations that I never should have been in. And then later in life, basically, I had to give up my career to take care of him, and it was like never even considered that I wouldn't have to change my life and change the trajectory of my career, doing hair for New York Fashion Week and magazines and photo shoots and fashion shows and all of these things, to then supporting him in being in nursing home stuff. So he's a complicated person for me. My mom is so much more cut and dry. 12/6/83 on Tuesday. Dear baby darling, on Sunday, December 5th, my mom's parents and my mom and dad went to a Sunday buffet at 11 a.m. We're getting a lot of specific details from him, which that makes sense. After that, we stopped at an open house for Christmas at some mall where Grandma... Oh, I forgot. He would call my mom's mom Momsy. I completely forgot. Okay, so that is wild. I haven't thought about that in forever. Okay, where Grandma Momsy won a 1/2-inch electrical drill at the hardware store? What is going on? Okay. We went to the pharmacy and your mama said to me in the store, guess what? I just felt the baby move in me. Oh boy. What excitement you created for us both. You moved a lot more that day so Mama could feel you many times. Thank you, Lord, for such a great event in our lives. On the day before, Saturday, we went to help his mother celebrate her 76th birthday. While we had cake and ice cream, Grandma gave us $100 for Christmas. We decided we'd use that money to help buy you your new bed. One day, Mama and Dad went to look at a crib for you that was supposed to be like new, but it really wasn't. I told Mama we're going to get a new bed for our beautiful baby. I don't know why that's making me cry. Every day, we enjoy having you coming closer to the day you will be here in person. We are both so excited about you and that wonderful day. God bless you, sweet baby. Your daddy. Like I said, he's a more complicated character for me. I will always encourage you, write it down, record it, find some way to tell your story, to tell your truth to yourself. Take your pictures, take your videos. I have a complicated relationship with my parents and why they chose to record so much of me and my body and my life. Choosing right now, in this moment anyway, to read this baby notebook and to see where it began before I even got here. Today's entry is not dated, and it is the longest entry so far. I haven't read it, but just it's 2 pages versus 1, and there's no date on the top. This was written by my mom. Dear darling baby, I just read the last letter your daddy wrote to you, and I'm so glad he likes to write letters to you too. Your daddy is the most wonderful person in the whole world. I just love him so much, and I'm so glad that he is your father. It's 3:30 a.m. and Mama can't sleep. I was thinking about lots of things and just rolling around in bed, so I decided to get up and write to you. I already woke your daddy up once because I was hugging and kissing him, so I thought I'd sit on the couch and write to you. Like Daddy wrote in his last letter, we were going to use the money that his mom gave us for Christmas for your bed. Well, we might have to use it to buy you something else because today a friend of Mommy's gave her and Daddy a crib for you. She also gave us a rollaway bed, and Daddy said that's for Grandma when she comes to visit you. We want to refinish the crib. It's just like what Daddy and I wanted to get you. I'm telling you, they were lucky. They would manifest the shit out of like the most random stuff. So I'm not surprised that they got the bed or crib that they wanted. Okay. We want to refinish the crib. It's just like what Daddy and I wanted to get for you. Now we will get, or maybe Mama will make a bumper pad and some new sheets. And Mama is over half done with her first blanket for you. It gives me so much pleasure to crochet you a blanket. Sometimes I say, this stitch is for Daddy. This stitch is for Mama. And this one is for Baby. All done with love. Sometimes I also say Balla, Balla. Oh, she had a black cat named 8-Ball, and I completely forgot, called him Balla. Okay, sometimes I also say Balla too, because he is waiting for you to be born too. Sometimes Daddy takes Balla Kid on his lap and talks to him about when you will be here. That is neat. Daddy is so kind and gentle. You are one lucky baby to be so close to such a wonderful man as your daddy. Mama's checkup is on the 20th of next month. I mean this month. That's next week. Okay. You are almost 5 months old now. I'm going to look in the book and see what you are supposed to be doing. Our book says you weigh 8 ounces and are 10 inches long. Between now and the next few weeks, you will triple in weight and length. Oh, and length about 2 more inches. Actually, from here on, you will be growing pretty fast rate. It is so wonderful to feel you move. You are growing, little person, my love. And you are such a joy to us already. Mama is going back to bed for a while. I don't want to be too tired for work all day. Besides, that's not good for you. I love you, babes. Mama. Okay, let's get into this baby notebook. We are dated and time. I don't understand. There's no rhyme or reason to this freaking notebook. Okay, 12/17/83, 4 p.m. Hi, baby sweetie pie. Also, okay, hold on. The combination of names that I have been called in this notebook is just wild. And they're calling themselves different variations of mom, mama, mommy, daddy. Like, it's mainly daddy, but like, he refers to her as different names, she refers to herself as different names, and they both refer to me as different things. This is a thing on a human level that I can understand and appreciate, even though they turned out to be who they turned out to be. It's like when I zoom all the way out and I look at it, I can go, okay, this is a couple that they've been together, like, I think 18 months is what was written at some point. They are expecting their first child together, and they are writing different names for themselves and for this child as a way to, like, get clear for themselves that they're going to have a baby. And, like, what feels right? Do I want to be called mom? Do I want to be called mama? Do I want to be called mommy? Like, Mama Rosie at one point. I'm like, what is she doing? And, like, the things that they're calling me. But this one just, like, I don't know why it sent me over the edge. Probably because I've been talking about her and just being like, what a... Ugh. And then to have, like, a greeting of, hi, baby sweetie pie. It just, I couldn't not address it. Because it's fucking weird. Hi, baby sweetie pie. Mama just wants to tell you she loves you. I am still looking forward to you coming to us in April. It seems like it's getting close. Boy, September 9th seems so very far away, but I remember April really seemed far away then. We've known about you for over 3 months. Boy, being pregnant sure is beautiful. Daddy heard on the radio a lady was having a rummage sale that had large size clothes, so he took me, and Mama bought a real nice jacket that will cover her tummy all this winter because her coat just didn't zip shut. Also, it's like they could talk, like, it's a little weird. It's just a little weird. It's like, I mean, it's whatever. And it's mainly her, where I'm just like, you could just say it not in this, like, third person whatever, but okay. Because her coat just didn't zip shut. Okay. I also got some blouses and 3 dresses. Now Mama will have clothes to cover up all through the winter. They were nudists. I don't think I've mentioned that. So it's also like, okay. I mean, it's winter. Speaking of winter, it's only 3 above today. Tomorrow we will be seeing my half-sister, my dad's child. This is information that I'm not going to say just because I'm not going to speak about them. Tomorrow is supposed to get to -15, but don't worry. Daddy will help Mommy keep you warm. Weird. One more thing. Oh, the aunt that was in the hospital is still in the hospital. And they visited her, and she gave us something to play with in the sandbox. Okay. See, everybody just loves you. They don't. Spoiler alert. Both of these people do not love me and never loved me. Okay. They were both super homophobic and terrible to me. So, not true. Okay. We also went to a museum and, okay. We talked to you as we looked at the beautiful and interesting exhibits. We tried to see your great-grandma and her husband, but they weren't home. You'd like Granny. That's what we lovingly call her. I fucking loved her and she loved me. That one I know for sure. When you are born, I'll make sure you get to see her. I spent a lot of time with her, and she ended up in a nursing home for a lot of years, and I spent a lot of time at that nursing home when I was very, very little, and it was very much like an institution, scary. Like, when I watched American Horror Story, whatever, I can't think of which one it is, I was like, that feels very familiar to where Granny was. Okay. This is a lot of side talk in this one, but this is bringing it up for me. You'd like Granny, that's what we lovingly call her. When you are born, I'll make sure you get to see her. I love you, sweets. God bless you and grow well. Love, Mama. I'm so proud. Which is wild. Like, the first video in this series. No, in the hater series. In my hater series, I'm saying, like, someone said to me, unintentionally, like, not trying to hurt me, but just like, oh, your mom would be so proud of you. And I was like, actually, she would not. She would be doing everything in her power to stop me, and she would not be proud of me at all. So, like, that is not helpful to me. It actually is just simply untrue. And so to see, like, in her handwriting, I'm so proud, ! It's like, yeah, because you don't know me, lady. That's why you think that that's true, but you don't know me. And when you do, you're not. And I'm proud of myself because I'm true to myself. Okay, honey, baby, sweetie pie. This was entry 19 of the Baby Notebook. December 17th, 1983. And yesterday's entry, my mom wrote it to her unborn child, who happened to be me, at 4 p.m. And today's entry, my dad wrote to me, and he wrote it on the same day, but at 10 p.m. Mama and Dad have finally started to get Christmas gifts ready tonight. We made t-shirts with pictures of my mom's, like, family on it to give to them. You will meet them all soon. Mom worked so hard tonight wrapping the shirts using the heat press. She also, the shirts they made were cool. I will give them that. They were really cool. They were like the white t-shirts with navy blue rings around the collar and the sleeves, and they were super soft, like vintage. This was 83, so like vintage t-shirts that they would like heat press, and they would go to different like county fairs, flea market type deals, and sell their like wares and shirts and stuff. There are a ton of pictures and videos of me wearing these little shirts throughout my life, and they often would make shirts with my face on it, so it was like me wearing a shirt with my own face on it. So, but that's like what their business was, and so they made these shirts for her family for Christmas. She also made one for the doctor, my baby doctor, with a full-term baby on it and a saying, I must be perfect. God doesn't make mistakes. Would you want to receive that? I don't know about these people. I just don't know. Bala Cat has been sleeping under the Christmas tree most of the night. Daddy or Mama usually lights the lights every day as it gets dark outside. It's supposed to be cold tonight, colder than it's been for years. But Daddy will do his best to keep you and Mama nice and warm. I don't know what the obsession is with him keeping us warm, but whatever. It's really easy because we have a nice warm home that's so cozy. You'll see it soon. Mama looks so beautiful now that her tummy is getting much bigger. Your daddy loves to run his big hands over Mom's tummy all the while I talk to you. Gonna quit for now. Love, Daddy. I mean, he was a big dude and he had big hands. Like, my parents didn't exchange wedding rings, but my dad was married multiple times, and his first wife, they did have wedding rings, and I remember being able to like fit a quarter through the ring, so it's like, those are pretty big hands. But it's just weird to like, I don't know, it just is off-putting. Their language is just off-putting to me. Let's get into this baby notebook. We're going to do 2 entries today because the first one's super short and the second one has a lot of like personal information about my mom's family. So it's going to also be short. So let's 2 for today. We are starting on December 20th, 1983 at 3:30. Is it AM? We don't know. Is it PM? We don't know, but it's 3:30. Mama and Daddy just got back from your doctor appointment. I wonder if they gave him the t-shirt. Okay. I just can't get over, like, if I was a doctor and these 2 weirdos came in with a homemade t-shirt with a full-term baby on it that says, I must be perfect, God doesn't make mistakes, I would be like, get the fuck out of my office, you weirdos. I mean, because their vibe would be off. I'm sure the t-shirt was kind of like weird and fun and like that way, but what a bunch of weirdos. Okay, Mom and Daddy just got back from your doctor appointment. We got to hear your heartbeat. It was wonderful, honey. Your heart rate was 160 beats per minute. The doctor says we are 22 weeks pregnant and 23 centimeters big. He says you are growing just like you're supposed to. The doctor has a tree in his office with all pictures of babies he delivered this year instead of ornaments. It's real pretty. Your aunt and cousin are coming this week for Christmas. In the baby blanket that Mama is making, I put a stitch in for all the people that care about you. None of those people are in my life. Okay, Mama is almost done. I just have to finish the border. I love you, sweetheart. God bless. Love, Mama. Entry is not dated, and it's basically like listing everybody's names and what they gave her and me. So that's why I'm doing this together, because there's a lot I'm not going to say. But dear baby, Mama is so far behind in letting you know what's happening. First, at Christmas, we went over to someone's house, and all these people were there. They exchanged presents. Guess what, sweetheart? There was presents under the tree for baby. That's you, sweetheart. Mama was so happy that the rest of the family thought of you. And it's like, that's totally a normal thing for somebody to say and feel, but I know for her, that triggered something. That she felt so, like, left out of her family, and the fact that they put presents under the tree for me, I know, like, click something in. Like, oh, I'm getting attention because of this. And I just know that is how it felt to her, and, like, I can feel it in, like, the excitement of what she's writing. Mama was so happy the rest of the family thought of you. Christmas was very nice. Then on December 30th, before people went back to the states that they're from, with all that information, they got together and had a surprise baby shower. They gave us all more gifts for you, and then she lists, like, what people did and gave. Everybody was having a good time. It's just like off. There was a nice cake. The only bad time of the evening was when we were about 2 blocks from someone's house. We got pulled into deep snow on the edge of the road when another car passed kind of close, and the snow took us deep into the ditch. We needed to call a tow truck to pull us out. We were a little late maybe, but shook up but not hurt. Just glad you were all right. Oh, and one other thing, on Christmas, her brother said that he was going to have a baby like 3 months after I was born, and that baby ended up being born premature. And so I do have a cousin somewhere that was born like super close to the same day that I was born. And we, like, I think the intention was that we were going to grow up together, and I don't know them at all. So it's sad. Today's entry is from January 12th, 1984, and it is written by my mother. Hi, honey. Mama is still behind in writing to you. I am feeling real good, but my tummy is getting so big. That means you are getting real big also. It's just about 3 months to go. Mama and Daddy went shopping for you. We were going to buy a mattress we saw for your crib, but it was gone already. But we did find a play yard, a real nice one for you. We figured you could play in there when you go with us to do video image jobs. That's the t-shirt thing. We are going to have so much fun with you in your first year. In fact, all your life. You are adding so much to our life and our love. We crawled into bed because it was cold when we got home. Our water bed is so warm. Daddy fell asleep, so Mommy wanted to take this time to write to you, but I was just thinking how nice it's going to be to snuggle in bed with both you and Daddy. Now you are here, but you are in Mama's belly. Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for letting me know where I'm located. Okay. We love you, sweetheart. There are a few things I want to let you know. Someone gave me my first book, and someone bought her knitting needles from St. Vincent de Paul so she can knit you another blanket. I started it today. It gives me so much pleasure to knit or crochet for you. The one I'm making now is made with yarn that Mama had around for a long time, so it will be all different colors. I don't know what happened to these blankets. I love you, baby. I love you. The Mama. P.S. Mama is so proud of Daddy. He quit smoking for you almost 3 weeks ago. He loves us so much. We got ourselves a good man, honey. The best. Spoiler alert, dear viewer. He did not quit smoking. He was lying. And then the child became old enough and was like, are you going to tell her or am I? And I just remember him weaseling around for a while, and I'm not sure if he actually did tell her or if I stole the cigarettes and just laid them out so that she found them. Can't remember for sure if he ever owned up on his own or if he made me do that too. So, well, that's today's entry.